The death of a Congolese man following an alleged shoplifting incident in Dublin city centre last week has been described by the Justice Minister Jim O'Callaghan as a distressing and concerning event. Taoiseach Micheál Martin said the death of Yves Sakila should be thoroughly investigated. The comments came as members of the Congolese community held a vigil in Dublin city centre.
This is an excerpt of footage taken before the death of a Congolese man in Dublin last Friday, which has led to calls for a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding an alleged shoplifting incident on Henry Street. Yves Sakila was detained following the incident, during which a man in his 80s was injured. Mr. Sakila subsequently became unresponsive and was pronounced dead in the Mater Hospital. Today, members of the Congolese community held a vigil on Henry Street and expressed concern about the level of force used on the 35-year-old who was born in Congo and grew up in Galway and West Dublin.
The feeling is very regretful, very sad about what happened, and we are truly wants to get the community and society just to seek justice for the deceased individual.
It could happen to me, it could happen to you. It's not black or white or anybody. So, do you know what I mean? So, all we need is just a justice for our brother. I keep saying our brother because I knew him.
I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm disgusted at the country I call home that could treat someone like this. This is not even, it doesn't matter if they were white, black, yellow, it doesn't matter. This is a human being at the end of the day. You don't treat someone like that.
The Congolese community in Ireland are planning another demonstration at Dáil Éireann on Thursday. Today, the Taoiseach was among those calling for the death to be thoroughly investigated.
It's a very distressing and concerning event. You know, as Minister for Justice, I thought it was appropriate for me to look at the video, and the first thing I want to do is I want to extend my condolences to the family of Mr. Sakila. The most important thing that should happen next is that there should be a thorough Garda investigation.
Any use of force, whether this is by a state agent such as Garda Síochána or a private security official, should only be done when it is proportionate and necessary. And it is hard to see under any circumstance in regards to Mr. Yves Sakila's death why detaining him with such force would be proportionate or necessary.
A Garda investigation into the incident is continuing.
Well, Samantha's with me now in studio for more on this. And Samantha, there are actually two investigations ongoing. What stage are they at tonight?
That's right, Vivian. Two investigations currently underway. The first, a Garda one, and in a statement to RTE tonight, they say their investigation into all the circumstances around what happened on Friday is continuing, but there are no significant updates at this time. They repeated their appeal for anyone who witnessed the incident or has video footage of it, and they said previously that the results of the post-mortem examination would help determine the course of this investigation, but the results of that post-mortem have not yet been revealed. The other investigation is being carried out by the Office of the Police Ombudsman, FISRU, and they put out a new statement today saying they attended the scene of that incident on Friday, and that's in line with their statutory remit, which is for FISRU to investigate incidents where a member of the public has died or been seriously injured and that there's been contact with Gardaí. It said a referral does not necessarily mean that Gardaí have been accused of wrongdoing, and it says the focus on FISRU's independent investigation is only on the interaction of Gardaí with the deceased. It also emphasised that FISRU is not investigating any civilian involvement in this incident. I think it's important to point out that the video footage that we're seeing today and that's been circulating of this incident only shows one aspect of a chain of events that happened on Friday. But the Irish Council for Civil Liberties says that the incident does raise serious questions about the level of force that private security personnel are allowed to use in the course of their duty. And I think that's very likely where the debate is going to continue in the coming days.
All right, Samantha, thank you.
Of Yves Sakila last Friday. He died after being restrained following an alleged shoplifting incident on Dublin's Henry Street. A number of investigations are underway into the circumstances of his death. Just before coming on air, I spoke to Pastor Remba Osengo, who knew Yves Sakila and described who he was.
Well, Yves Sakila was a young man who grew up here in Ireland, and then he went to school here. He has a lot of friends, especially those who went to the same school with him. And then he grew up as a young, normal child. But there was a time where, I mean, it disappeared within the community. But we don't know exactly what happened to the rest of his life after that. But we knew him as a young boy. He used to come to the church with his parents, with the family. It's a lovely family. The family was a very good family in general.
You have obviously been speaking to his family, whom you know. How are they doing since his death last Friday?
Yeah, I mean, the family is very sad at the moment. I mean, that's not only the family, but all the community and then a lot of Irish people as well. So the family, they're really down, and then they're very upset about the situation. And then especially to lose someone, you know, just around the 30 years, between 30 and 35 years, I think is something very difficult to really just to digest. And then especially in the condition where Yves himself passed away. So it's not really easy to digest. The family, they are going very, very down at the moment. They are very sad at the moment.
The footage of Yves Sakila being restrained following the alleged shoplifting incident is concerning many people who worry that this response may have been disproportionate. And there was an emotional vigil that took place today on Henry Street. How are people in the Congolese and the wider African community feeling about all of this?
Yeah, I mean, just we know that in all communities there are good and bad. There is not any specific community where everything is perfect. Here we are not encouraging, bad things within our community. But what's happened is that there was a very excessive use of force. I think what happened is not acceptable in the sense that those security personnel, they had a responsibility just to arrest him and then to pass it to the Gardaí. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. And that's why everybody is concerned.
There are a number of investigations underway at the moment, and until they are completed, we won't know the full facts about what happened. But what would you and the family like to see in these investigations?
Yeah, especially we like just really to be very fair, and then I believe that the Guardian will do a great job. And then this is exactly what we like to see. We would like to see justice for Yves, and then we want really just everybody to come together to know that these kind of things should not happen again. Why? You know yourself, in a few months, Ireland has to go to stand as in the presidency of EU. So what kind of island are we going to present to the people? And then we know that we have the Gardaí who can do a great job and they can do a fair investigation. And then we want really justice to be for Yves. And this is what all of us, myself included, as some Irish people, all the family, all the community, we would like just to see a fair investigation to be done.
OK, Pastor Remba Asenga, thank you so much for speaking to us on the 6-1 News this evening. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me for inviting us.